Welcome to Everything Meta. Hope you guys are all doing well. I was just going across Dex tools, looking at different projects that are out there, and I just came across one that was recently trending. It's called ENGN, and I thought I'd share it with you guys all. I thought I'll run through it a little bit and just kind of give you my thoughts on it and what it looks like. It seems pretty promising for the metaverse overall, for gaming. So I thought it'd be really cool to go through it. Let me just start off by reading from there about us, about what exactly the engine is. Engine is a blockchain-based game mechanics engine that simplifies game development on the blockchain. With Engine, developers are able to integrate their existing or new game programs with blockchain features such as play-to-earn, play-to-play, and encrypted servers. Engine provided game developers with an exciting opportunity to incorporate their work into a new field with a new income and a new audience. So essentially, what Engine does, it allows game developers to onboard their games onto the blockchain, to use blockchain technology and incorporate in there. This can be used for new games or games that have been created in the past. And by doing so, it gives these games some different functionality, such as maybe it's in-game currency or an NFT functionality or so forth. But yeah, I was just going through it, and it seemed like it would be a really promising opportunity to really advance play to earn game and bring a lot more attention to it, and bring a lot of it more onto the platform. What I did, I started off looking at their chart. It's been on a tear recently. It's just gone up a ridiculous amount. It's at a $12.4 million market cap right now, under 2,000 token holders. So what that tells me is that there's a lot of promise to it. There's a lot of potential. The play to earn gaming industry is worth over $300 billion. So this just shows how much potential it has to grow. When I look at some of the details, they've pulled over 100 ethers, a healthy amount of volume and liquidity in there as well. I'm seeing a 99 score on Dex as well. I'm still seeing a decent amount of sell orders, which for me personally, that indicates that it's not exactly a rug pull, because people are, at least at the moment, able to kind of are able to exit their positions as well. But yeah, I looked through their Twitter, and they recently released a trailer as well, a little sneak peek on the play to earn games that they are producing. And yeah, looking at it, it looks pretty dope. I mean, the graphics are pretty cool. It's just still pretty early on. There's a lot that they need to work on as well. But this is definitely something that I would play. And it looks a lot similar to stuff I've played in the past as well. So the other interesting thing was that they released their white paper as well. The white papers were really got a lot more interesting. We get to see a lot more about what they're doing, and looking at the specific mechanics. They start talking about the importance of blockchain, about what blockchain is, why it's important for gaming, and so forth. But once we get to kind of more on the blockchain, on the specific game, let me read a few sentences for you guys then, just to kind of understand it. So by using a revolutionary protocol that allows developers of games to incorporate outputs from non-blockchain protocols to blockchain-compatible data, Engine allows the game developers to integrate functionality such as play to earn and challenge play events, NFTs, or even jackpot prize giveaways without having to hardcode blockchain functions, without having to rewrite the game code. So yeah, it's all it's hosted on Ethereum. It serves as a blockchain bridge. I think that's a really important thing nowadays. Kind of having that bridge that allows the blockchain, crypto to really mesh with the gaming universe. And this is something that's I think this is going to be a really nice boost for getting the metaverse really to where it needs to be. There's a lot more that I can keep reading on about. I won't go too much into detail, but a few interesting things that I did see were some of the functions that they plan on incorporating. One of them is Engine Arcade, which is a showroom that pretty much serves as a marketplace, showcasing all of the games. It just makes it a little bit easier. But what I thought was really interesting was Engine VR and Engine AR. They recognize the importance of virtual reality and augmented reality, and how important that is for the implementation of the metaverse. So what they're doing is, this is right here. This is why ENGN is focused on VR, but a dedicated VR development team that will work with game developers and metaverse developers to bring these ideas to the virtual world. So yeah, obviously that's going to be really important, and it's great that they're looking at that as well. That's something that really resonated with me. One thing that didn't, though, to be frankly honest, was something that they're calling ENGN Neurotech. Just reading it again, it's using a brainwave mapping controller. The games in the software will react to different brainwave lengths of the user. In this way, a user will be able to interact with the virtual environment, whether it be inside the metaverse or in a game, without having to use a handheld controller. So yeah, it sounds a little freaky. I don't know, just the idea of using your brain like that. It's a little far-fetched. It's a little bit, it's something a little bit later on down the road. But I guess it's still cool that they're looking into that kind of thing as well. And then obviously like a lot of other projects, they have an NFT marketplace as well, going on there as well. But yeah, I highly suggest you kind of read through this white paper and just kind of look a little bit more into the details. Whether it's a timeline or more specifics on the protocols and mechanics of it as well. Oh, excuse me. Voice is cracking there. So, oh my god, I can't talk. What is wrong with me? All right, let me keep going. So one of the other things that I thought was interesting with the tokenomics, it's about 10% of a tax that they take to pay for development and marketing. Obviously, development is a important thing, but marketing additionally is something that I always look to as well. I think marketing kind of shows how much they're looking into marketing this project and really getting people to know about it. And really that allows it to really take off. Once demand increases, you can really see the price going off as well. It's becoming a lot more successful project. The supply is capped, which is a good thing as well. Once you see that higher demand, supply they won't go with it the same way. Another cool thing, the way that they monetize these gaming platforms, that they take 20%. The token takes 20% of gaming platforms. So I read that as if a company kind of comes on board, a game developer wants to use ENGN, the ENGN platform, and they would take 20% of the gaming platforms as well for the token. But yeah, no, I highly suggest you look a little bit more deeper into this. This is not financial advice. I'm not getting paid to talk about this token. This is not financial advice. I recommend you do your diligence. And really just looking more deeper into this and seeing if this is the right fit for your portfolio. And I recognize a lot of people say, do your diligence. I think that's something that I want to hit on in the future as well, about what does doing your diligence really entail. I think that'll be really key for, evaluating these different projects, really getting our hands and toes, really, dipping our toes into the metaverse and how we can take advantage of the fact that it's decentralized, and how that we can also, get involved and make profit along the way as well. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you, and I hope to catch you guys very soon.